Welcome, folks. I'm Jaby KOAY, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
We are continuing on with The Last of Us, Season 1, Episode 2. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you'll see a cut-down version of our reaction because we can only show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us, no cuts, no interruptions, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabyKOAY, or become a member of this channel where you can watch the whole thing with us, but you will need your own HBO Max subscription, so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown sync, and it'll be like you're watching with two of your favorite pals from the internet. Now, if you're watching this on Patreon or memberships already, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. Full disclosure, I've played Last of Us, the first game, twice, PS3 and PS4, and ACHARA has played about a quarter of The Last of Us. So, and I also played Last of Us 2. So if there's any references to that at all, then I should be able to catch it. We will see. I can't tell you how great it feels whenever someone in the comments is like, Jaby, you didn't see the thing? That was the obvious thing from the game? How could you not? You didn't play the game.
You
Fake.
lied.
Fake.
You lied.
Poser. I can't remember it as well as you do. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're in Indonesia. Oh, it's never a good thing when officials come. Eating a perfectly good satay. Come and ruin my day. Should we be wearing hazmat suits? I don't know.
Kami butuh bantuan Bu Ratna untuk meneliti spesimen yang telah kami persiapkan.
Put some gloves on or something. I don't know. I'm afraid of contamination.
Oh, this is the moment she freaks out and when she sees.
Oh.
It's not possible.
Ini opiocordyceps. Tapi kenapa menggunakan klorazol untuk mempersiapkan slide?
Kami gunakan sebagai persiapan pengambilan sampel dari tubuh manusia, Bu Ratna.
Oh, shit.
Cordyceps tidak bisa bertahan pada manusia.
That look of, oh.
Yeah. Sorry, lady. Okay, here we go. Here come the proper suits. Gosh, that's hardcore.
That was my pandemic suit. Just kidding. Going to the grocery store and picking up tomatoes. Can you imagine?
Shit.
Oh.
Oh. Oh god, I'm quite nervous. Wow.
Kaki kiri bagian bawah, Bu.
Oh, that's definitely a bite mark. Don't puncture your suit, okay?
Apa ini gigitan manusia?
Where's patient 0 then?
You got your hand right on the...
I know! Ooh! But she doesn't know! She doesn't know! I don't like this.
Oh, gosh.
But she got shot in the...
Ew!
Ew!
Get your hand out of there!
Ah! 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 Oh god, it's coming for you. It probably attached itself to like the bottom of her shoe or something.
I seriously thought I was just gonna bite down and chop on her finger.
I know.
Gigit perempuan itu, Pak.
That question.
Kami tidak tahu, ya.
Oh god.
Jadi artinya mereka masih berkeliaran di luar sana. Lalu pekerja yang lain bagaimana?
14 orang hilang.
Oh god. What about her family?
Kami butuh vaksin.
Tidak ada obat. Dan tidak ada vaksin.
Jadi apa yang harus kami lakukan, Bu?
Bom.
Oh, damn.
Wow. I thought she was gonna say quarantine.
Bom seluruh kota. Dan seluruh orang yang ada di dalamnya.
I wonder if someone like her would actually say that.
But what about like her? Because she was in that room. Would she willingly give up? Oh no, she's sick. She's sick.
She's crying.
Oh, she's crying? Okay, phew. I mean, that's
Maaf, Pak.
an appropriate response.
Apa ada yang bisa antar saya pulang? Saya hanya ingin bersama dengan keluarga.
Oh.
Dengan suami dan anak-anak.
Oh, wow. Dang, she knows what she has
I guess
to
that
do.
REM song started playing in her head.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about? It's the end of the
which
world as we know
one?
it.
Oh, it's the end of the world as we know it. Okay.
What was Marlene doing with an infected kid?
She locked me up and had her guys test me every day to see if I was getting sick.
Test you how?
They'd make me count to 10 and hold out my hand and then keep it steady. But you know, I think what really impressed them was the fact that I didn't turn into a monster.
You hungry? You could share some of ours.
Thanks. Marlene sent me with my own.
Looks pretty good.
Yes, it looks substantial.
There's a Firefly base camp somewhere out west. They're working on a cure.
I've heard this before.
And whatever happened to me is
Is the key to finding the vaccine. That's what this is.
It doesn't matter if she is or she isn't what the Fireflies say. If they believe that she is, we get what we want.
If she so much as twitches.
Hey, yeah, don't play about.
Can I have a gun?
Absolutely not.
Okay, Jesus, fine. I'll just throw a fucking sandwich at them.
Oh my god, the sound.
It's just a creaking door.
I know.
Gotta calm down, Kirk. They spent a lot of money on that shot.
Yeah.
We should get moving.
It's just amazing how quickly nature just reclaims everything.
How did you get bit?
You know the old mall in the QZ?
The one that's sealed off and boarded up and no one's supposed to go in? Ever? That one?
Whatever, I snuck in. Didn't think there was gonna be anything in there, and then one just came at me out of nowhere. Thought I got away, but
So it was just you in there alone?
She's gonna lie?
yeah.
Oh.
Everyone said the open city was crazy. Like swarms of infected running around everywhere.
You know, people like to tell stories.
So there aren't super infected that explode fungus spores on you?
Shit, I hope not.
Or ones with split open heads that see in the dark like bats?
There we go.
What was that?
Let's keep moving.
And be quiet.
Find a ladder.
I don't know how to swim.
Seriously?
Do you think we have pools in the QZ?
No, smart ass. I mean,
I don't know how I was supposed to know that.
You're supposed to get her aboard, Joel. Come on now.
This is so gross.
Just pay attention, girl.
Check it out.
No checking out. Stop that. There might be something behind there. I don't like it. I don't like things. Don't do that.
Sir, I would like your finest sweet, please. Yes, ma'am. Would you like me to check your luggage? Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am.
you're a weird kid.
I don't like it. I don't like it. No.
I'm sorry.
You okay?
Yep.
That's a nice little detail.
What was that about?
Just because he doesn't want to touch her. She gives him the heebie-jeebies. He thinks that she's going to turn at some point.
Holy shit.
Come on, it wasn't that bad.
You try climbing 10 frickin' floors with our knees. See how you feel.
Facts. Not awkward.
Where are you from?
Texas,
What about Tess?
Detroit. It's in Michigan.
I go to school. I know where Detroit is.
It's a bit of a punk, huh?
Yeah, I know.
The VFX artists are like, how many shots of the city are there?
I know. Oh no, look at them.
They're connected.
More than you know. You step on a patch of cordyceps in one place, and you can wake a dozen infected from somewhere else. You're not immune from being ripped apart. You understand? It's important. I'm trying to keep you alive.
I like Tess so much. Like
That's
she's a
crazy.
badass, but she sounds kind. How convenient. There's a nice little pathway through. Don't step on anything. Tread lightly. Okay, look at the floor.
Cooked.
Oh, finally some fucking luck.
I guess we should have gone this way in the first place.
I don't know.
Oh,
That looks fresh.
Maybe he was attacked outside. He crawled through the doors. The door was open. Could have been him. I don't hear it.
who would you hear?
He's like, shut the up.
Shh. No questions. I feel ill.
I feel ill. Why do you feel ill?
Just like it's too much. I did love throwing Molotov cocktails. Ooh. What's that sound? What's that sound? What's that sound? Oh, look at it. That looks like it might still be.
Oh boy. All right, here we go.
Yep. I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's a very PlayStation moment. Can't go back to where you came.
Yeah. Shh. Okay. Okay, calm. Oh, God. Look where you're going. She's breathing very loudly. Oh God. Oh God. Oh no. Oh, jeez. Quietly. Ooh.
He's gonna toss the shell somewhere.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering that. I'm like, distract him.
Don't drop him. It's right there, isn't it? It's like right there next to him, isn't it?
Oh, shit.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, if it's right there, you could just shoot it in the head. Oh, no.
I feel like y'all are being super loud.
I know. Oh, shit, the bed. Oh, yuck, yuck. A shiv, perhaps? Oh.
Okay, okay.
I think you got him. Well, shit. Tess. Is that it?
You all right?
Twisted ankle. Yeah.
Kidding me? I mean, if it was gonna happen to one of us.
Hey, let's get the out of here.
Well, now we'll know for sure if she's really immune, right?
I was like, with how close they got, like someone had to get bit. They were like constantly like this.
Over there?
Yeah, no, looks scary.
That was scary. This is wood.
Just wait there.
Um,
Give us a minute.
Oh, look, it's a ladder.
Well, that bridge, that little moment is in the game.
Yeah.
What they just showed.
Maybe the first bite didn't take. But what about the second?
How about you just take the good news? Like to think for once maybe we can actually win. Just go and watch her.
Did she get bit?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Come on, let's get there before it's dark.
That has to suck so much.
Mm-hmm.
You ever twisted an ankle?
Not like
I
that.
twisted both ankles.
Oh shit! At the same time.
No, but
Okay.
like it sucks. They keep showing his feet. I feel like he's gonna step on something.
Yeah,
bad.
I know. I'm like, what is it? Cordyceps, tripwire. Oh, there's lots of blood in there. It's not good. Oh gosh.
Joe? What the f*** is going on?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
They went inside.
Tess,
Come on.
Do we go inside or not? Okay, I guess we're going inside.
Holy shit.
Oh boy.
I mean, there's gotta be a f***ing radio or something, right?
Who killed them? Vedra?
no.
Ew.
Tess, it's over. We are going home.
It's not my f***ing home! Our luck had to run out sooner or later.
She's infected.
Oh no.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn. You don't have a lot of time.
I need you to get her to Bill and Frank's. They'll take her off your hands. They'll handle it from here.
No, I can't. They won't take her. They're not gonna take
They
her.
will, because you'll convince them. Yes, you will. I never ask you for anything, not to feel the way I felt, not to let you shut the f*** up, because I don't have time. Please say yes, Joel. Please.
Is it gonna notify more?
Oh damn.
Oh shit. Ew. Ew. Oh, bomb.
Damn.
What are you doing?
Making sure that they don't follow you.
Oh, Tess.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
that's for real.
Say who you can say.
No! We're not leaving her!
We have to. Oh god, I hope your laser works. Just put it on the ground. I don't know. Oh no. It's gonna know. Oh, yucky yuck.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Oh
That-
my gosh.
That was really, really strong.
That was really, really powerful. I feel like I have to commend Anna Torv and her performance there because she created a character in Tess that I absolutely adored, and I'm just heartbroken.
Did you get that far in the game?
I did, but I kind of forgot. Like, I remember she didn't come for the rest of the journey, and I suspected, I was like, oh, maybe I just blocked out that memory because it was really traumatic. But I just love her performance because it was just so multi-layered, you know. She's a character that we can see, like she said, she's done some bad things. She's definitely not afraid of getting her hands dirty and killing people and all that. It was just the way she spoke to Ellie when she was like, I'm going to talk to you like an adult. I'm going to teach you these things. And she just sounded really kind as well as being really hard. And when that moment came and she's like, you know, I never asked you for anything. I never asked you to feel the same way that I felt about you. I was just like, oh, my heart. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh, show. You made me cry twice now.
In terms of bringing the game to life, you know, because that's like the first place my brain goes, I very, very much remember playing that sequence in the game because it's the first time you really, really encounter the clickers, and you get a real strong sense as to what the rest of the game is going to feel like in terms of action and suspense and fear and, you know, trepidation, being careful, and how you interact with these things and how dangerous they are, how quickly you can get killed. I thought that in terms of, you know, bringing the set to life and bringing the clickers to life, it was really, really strong.
Yeah.
You know, it felt very representative of the game in an accurate way and expands on it, like we've been saying, in a way that's strong. I think the idea with the tendrils is actually cooler than I initially felt, because when I first saw that, I was like, why are they... but they're expanding in a way I'm like, okay, I just got to trust the show.
Yeah.
Because that moment that they set up with how they are able to communicate with each other is insane.
Yeah.
Because they're like a hive mind, almost like the Zerg from StarCraft. And that's really frightening. The idea that you can step on this thing and it'll communicate with them across the... You know, that's something that is in nature, like in the ocean, for instance. If humans aren't, you know, creating a ruckus, whales can communicate with each other hundreds of miles away through their echoes. The echolocation is banana town.
Yeah.
And so echolocation was a huge part of the game, but here they're taking it a step further where they have these wires that can talk to each other. I like that so much. It makes it even more frightening than the game was in some ways, you know?
Yeah, a lot.
I thought that the way they were slowly leading up to the reveal of that first clicker was so smart in taking it really, really slow, obscured. You couldn't really get a good look at it because maybe even Ellie herself never really got a proper look at the clicker when she got bitten. If everything was just like this chaos.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she ever saw a clicker before because she asked them about like different types, right? And then I thought she said something about like, I heard there's one where they have their head split open.
Yeah, okay, so she never saw a clicker.
Yeah,
then.
she never saw a clicker,
so
and they just kind of looked at each other like, ooh.
Yeah, and so obviously that's her that's her first encounter with the clicker, and the way that they were sort of leading up to the reveal of it was almost like we were Ellie in that moment of experiencing looking at this thing for the first time up close.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I thought that they did a really great job, for me at least. I don't know if this was on purpose or whatever, but I thought I heard an audio cue, because for me it's the sound way more than the way they look that freaks me out. And when what was it, like a creaky door or something, and you just heard the noise, and I'm like, oh no, like that makes me really nervous. And I liked that they had that in there for people who played the game, because it's like a nice little foreshadowing as well, even before she said about like, you know, is there a type that looks like this, that sets it up. So we know that in this episode, we're going to get to see the infamous clickers. And it did not disappoint. But for me, I actually really enjoyed, once again, the setup scene right at the beginning of the episode when they were in Indonesia. I thought that the woman who played the scientist, Ibu, I forget her name, but I thought she was really great. And the thing that they're really good at in this show is just drawing out the suspense, because they really took their time with that first scene, that first part, you know, and just kind of her responses were just so well done, because they let her character breathe and they let the actress breathe in that moment of realization of like, this is the worst case scenario. And when she was like, you just have to bomb the whole city, it's like, wow. Yeah. It's that serious. Like, she knew exactly what was up.
Yeah.
And to the point where she was just like, I just want to go home and be with my family. Yeah. That was heartbreaking as well. I thought that was such a well done like intro scene to the like pre-pandemic moment.
Yeah. The staging of that whole thing was really cool. And the way it was shot was really cool. Because you had no idea what exactly was up. Like, if she was an infected or what. Like, you were just still getting your bearings in that first moment at the shop where she's just eating and chilling, and then they whisk her away. They're like, come with us. And you have no idea if she's in trouble or what, and you're like sort of putting the pieces together as it's progressing, and the way it's shot has a lot of mystery in it. I thought it was just like very, very well done. Neil Druckmann did a really, really good, he directed this episode.
He did, yeah.
He did a really good job with where he put the camera. I thought that was great. That scene where she reveals that she's bitten, I thought the acting was really strong there. I don't know if it moved me more than the moment in the game moved me, but I still think that the scene on its own, independent of the game, was quite strong. The acting from both Pedro Pascal and from Anna Torv, I thought was great. There was this odd moment where, I think it was when Ellie and Joel were looking out at the city from a rooftop, where her voice sounded just like Ellie's for a fleeting second. I was like, oh, it's like, I can't imagine how many hours they played the game and like listened to the way they sound and like, you know, really tried to get that tonality and everything like that.
Yeah.
As much as they could within their range and proximity, you know?
Yeah, Bella Ramsey's doing a fantastic job. You know, when we were watching it, when you mentioned like, oh my God, she's a little bit of a shit, isn't she?
A punk, yeah.
Yeah, a punk, sorry. I was just like, I don't really remember that aspect of her personality.
Well, they're certainly pushing it, yeah.
So much. Yeah, because it was at that point, I didn't say anything until you said it, but I was kind of thinking like, oh, she's a little bit difficult, isn't she? Like, I don't really like her. She's got a real attitude.
I think they are playing it up for television a little bit, because I don't recall it being that much in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, she was a bit of a punk, but like they are really pushing it harder here, and I think that's being played for laughs. I think it works, because then you're giving her character a place to go.
Yeah.
So
I can buy that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. The whole lead up into the museum room was so fantastic with Joel, the little details, you know, him checking the little vine to see if it was dead.
Yeah.
And then going inside, finding the body, going up the stairs, that, you know, making noise and whatever. The suspense of the slow build was so good.
Yeah.
The only thing that kind of took me out a tiny bit was when there was an instance outside where we got a really good look at the clicker right before they all started charging. Mm-hmm. The look of it was just a little bit, not 100%, that's all. So... But outside of that, I was like, this looks fantastic. Yeah, I really enjoyed the shit out of it. I thought they did a great job of bringing that section of the game to life. The part where the entrance behind them got sealed from all the rubble and stuff, I was like, that feels so much like something that would happen in a game.
Right.
Where you squeeze through a path and then like whatever is behind you just can't go that way anymore.
Yeah, it's like
they don't want to, the game can't handle loading that area, so you're not going back there.
And it's always when that happens that you know a boss or something terrible is about to happen and you're like, yeah, I can't run back. Yeah. I have to deal with this. Oh my God, I died so many times in that part of the game. Yeah. It was horrific.
During that action sequence, I would have liked it if Joel was like interacting a little bit less up close with the clickers, because like they were on top of him like multiple times.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean, the show sort of, just like the game, it sort of earns it, because it's like, wouldn't he have died? And then he didn't, but she did.
Yeah.
So I guess it earns it. The moment towards the end where that clicker like put its tendrils in her mouth, I was just like, ah.
That was pretty gross. It served its purpose, right? Because I was wondering as well about that scene, because I wondered if they have a sense of knowing who's already been infected, and if they are infected, is it worth still trying to chow down on them or just leave them alone because they've already been infected, right? And so I didn't know
they were running just past her.
I know.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, maybe that's it. But then I guess maybe dude was like, I want to welcome you into the fold. Let me put my tasty tendrils in your mouth. It was gross, but you know,
it's new.
It was new. It was interesting, and I think it definitely elevated the emotional impact of that moment, because it wasn't until that part where it's like, well, this really is the point of no return for her. She's definitely going to become one of them now that, you know, she manages to light the Zippo and throw it to the ground and successfully blow everything up. I mean,
yeah.
It was very, very emotional. I'm only just now kind of starting to come down from the adrenaline that I experienced watching this, because it was a lot, and it was really emotional, and I wasn't really expecting it to kind of hit me that hard in the second episode, because I mean, I knew what was coming in the first one, right? And that still wrecked me. And then here I'm like, wow, they did a really great job and of just like creating characters that we really like and really care about. And I mean, I'm going to say it once again, but I think that the casting of Anna Torv was just so good for this, because for being a character that is in the show for 2 episodes, or I mean, unless she comes back in a flashback later on, but her presence was so strong that it was absolutely devastating to see her go.
Yeah. In these 2 episodes, you could really feel the history as if you've been watching her for 12 episodes. The acting and the writing, they did a great job. And of course, the filmmaking and all that, they did a great job of making it feel like she's been around for a long time. You can feel the history.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Which is important so that you really feel that moment when she goes.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, really good. And just like the whole look of it as well. I mean, I know that you're kind of like, what's the point of saying that it looks really good or it looks like the game or whatever? But I think that, you know, the whole set design and the VFX that they've done to complement that is just so good. Like the world building is really great, and it just feels so immersive, and I really enjoy the fact that they're allowing it to breathe and just allowing us to come along on this journey and feel the suspense and the horror, because it is a lot of that is just kind of that feeling of anything might pop out at any time, and that's the stuff that makes me feel really anxious and terrified.
I really just want to commend the filmmakers again on this, because you know, it's again, in terms of the story, is being extremely respectful to the source material while expanding on it in a way that's meaningful and interesting. The major beats are the same, but they are doing these like little deviations that are cool and leave me going, what's going to happen? You know, because the worst possible thing, which is what I was talking about with Sintel in the live stream I did on his channel, is that you can see everything happening.
Yeah.
From a mile away. You know all the beats that are ahead without any sort of suspense at all, because it's just literally following beat for beat what happened in the game. But I think that they're doing a good job of deviating just enough that it kind of throws you off and you're not exactly sure where it's going for a fleeting second.
Yeah.
So even if you're familiar with the source material as much as I am, or someone more than me who's played the game multiple times, I think you still are gaining moments of suspense because of those deviations.
Yeah.
Like where it leaves a little bit of mystery from one moment to the next before it gets you back on track.
Yeah, while still being respectful to you, the player of the game who loved the story so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a really nice balance.
Right. And Ellie, you know, fighting to stay and keep Tess, or stay with Tess, and not leave her behind, is very much in line with Ellie's character. That's exactly what she would have done. She would have been like, we can't do that. And the way Joel just bounced out of there was kind of fascinating. I don't remember how that moment played out in the game exactly, but the way he was like just staring at her, he couldn't even kiss her. He didn't even feel comfortable to touch her.
Right.
Because she's infected.
Yeah.
And he was afraid of Ellie, who's clearly like not infected, or she's safe. Like he won't even, he was afraid, like what you said before, where he pulled her up out of the water and then he like looked at his hand for a second.
Like,
that moment, it was like, it tells you that he's not okay at all with touching Tess, right?
Yeah.
Because she's infected now, and it's like, but he wanted to, but he couldn't. Like that sort of dichotomy of just what he's dealing with internally before he just like, I gotta get out. And he grabs Ellie and runs because the time that, the clock is ticking.
And you really feel for his character as well because, first episode, he had a major loss with the loss of Sarah, his daughter. And then here, someone who I guess he was trying hard not to catch feelings for or not to say he had feelings for because of the post-apocalyptic or post-pandemic world that they live in where no one's really safe. You don't know whether you're still going to be alive tomorrow. Having attachments, caring about people means that you could get hurt. And so, here he is in this moment. It's like, no, he clearly does care about her and he's lost one more person that he cares about. It's a lot for him. But, piggybacking off of what you said, the show does a really good job of showing us important character details of who they are and like what they're feeling and stuff without kind of really forcing it down your throat. Like they're really subtle about it, which I like. It's like, if you're paying attention, you can really learn things about the characters that kind of tell you about what their motives are and what they're feeling in the moment, which is just really great writing.
Speaking of subtle, there was this fleeting moment where he glances at his watch after they get out of that room with the museum where she's bitten and he's taped up her foot. I think that's where it is, where he looks down at his watch for a second. I didn't know what that meant, but obviously it's a character thing. It means something to him. I don't know if he's like remembering his daughter or something.
Maybe, yeah.
But that was like a nice little touch. Again, it's like, I have no idea what that means, but it was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a nice moment. But anyways, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let us know your feelings in the comments below. If you're watching this on Patreon or memberships, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. I'm Jaby KOAY. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.